Welcome back to my smoking Audi engine rebuild. This is my third video and hopefully the final. As you can see in this recap, in last video we finished with installing the heads and torquing them down, and in this video we will continue to build the engine up. So let's get started. Here you can see parts side by side, before and after the ultrasound cleaning. I think the final result is pretty good. So let's move to the next step, heads. I bought new hydraulic lifters. Before installing them, I soaked and filled them with oil. I think it will help at the first start after the engine rebuild. Next thing, install them, then I start rebuilding the heads. Here you can see the both heads ready to receive the lifters. In slow pace, lifters has been installed. Then comes the camshafts and all the bits and pieces for the chains. So one more good look to the cleaned parts. And with the magic of editing, all the parts are installed, greased up and ready to go. By the way, timing chains is also brand new. I'm not reusing the old ones. Next step is to install the locking bar. After that, I will be able to install the belt. And just like that, you install the belt. After belt is installed, we rotate the engine for 360 degrees to the top dead center, and we again put on the locking bar to make sure everything lines up. So, before we close up the engine, we must check the timing. It looks like all marks are in the place, so there should not be any problems. Everything looks good, so let's move forward. I collected all the dirty parts in this plastic box. I will be using this power washer to clean them up. And here is the final result. Dirty parts and clean parts. Ready to go back to the engine. All the parts and plastic pieces are back on the engine. So next up is turbochargers. These are the old ones with all the bits and pieces, and they will be going to a company named Turbo Systems for full rebuild. So finally turbos are back, fully rebuilt with new wastegates. Also I went for the hybrid turbos, so that means bigger colder impaler and also bigger hot side impaler. Hopefully with a nice tune those turbos will be making the same boost with less effort. Here they are on my workbench, and I already managed to attach some cooling and oiling lines. Next step is to prepare all the necessary gaskets, and then turbos can go to the engine. So turbos are on the engine. It was quite a battle to get them there, but they are now proudly sitting on fully rebuilt engine. My next task is to build the intake manifold with all the injectors and fuel rail. By the way, this is my spare parts engine. This is my dirty intake manifold. Before I install, I will clean it, and also I will use new gaskets and new seals for the injectors. Intake manifold installed, so next up, fuel injectors and fuel rail. Soon in this empty space there will be newly rebuilt engine. This is flywheel, freshly rebuilt, and it will go nicely together with my new such clutch plate. After all this work, we are getting closer and closer to the engine install. This is last inspection engine on the hoist, so let's start with engine install. Finally, engine is in, so next up, the wiring. Finishing up is the fuel injectors and fuel rail. When all that is installed, next is the ECU. So ECU is in my hands and will go there. Next step, intercoolers, dirty, cleaned, installed. Front of the engine looking good, ready to receive the radiator pack. Let's add some oil into the engine, charge the battery, and go for the first start. Let's bring her home now. So this overall process was painful, long, hard, and very many lessons learned. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.